Hello and welcome to lesson 9.1.3. What if the angle is on the outside? So yesterday we were dealing with missing angles inside a triangle. And today we're going to focus on what if an angle is missing on the outside? And you ask, why would we do that? Well, you're going to see why. Mathematics is all about being efficient. Okay, and sometimes there is the long way and then there's the shortcut. And when you are doing angles, you are trying to find the fastest route there. And so there are some shortcuts that are there in mathematics if you know how it's behaving. So let's go ahead and start with some angle vocabulary. Okay, problem 9-27. Use the diagram at right to name each of the indicated angles below using 3 letters. I want you to notice that sometimes you are finding angle 1 or angle 2 or angle 3. In this example, you're finding angle A or finding angle B or angle C. However, there's another way to find an angle, and it's using the sides of a triangle. Okay, notice angle vocabulary. This is the math notes box in lesson 9.1.1. So it says, angle vocabulary. It is common to identify angles using 3 letters. For example, angle A, let me change colors. Angle A, B, C means that you would find the angle going from point A down to point B and then up to angle C, okay, in this diagram. So notice that the center letter is the vertex. The vertex is the point of the angle where the 2 endpoints meet the 2 sides. Okay. Now, this is basic angle vocabulary. So if I look at angle A right here, well, how would I label this angle? Well, I would need to go from X to Y to Z to create angle A. Angle X, Y, and Z. I would like you to please pause the video now so that you can list angle B and angle C using 3 letters. Pause the video now. All right, so today we're talking about exterior angles and how to find them. Exterior angles are formed by extending a side of the triangle. Notice all of these exterior angles. The angle is created when one of the sides is extended. That side got extended, this side got extended. Both of these sides were extended. This was extended, this was extended, okay? Notice that the angle is on one side of the triangle and that extended side. Okay, it's always on part of the triangle and the extended side. The 2 angles across from the two angles across the triangle from the exterior angle are called remote interior angles. Okay, now what is a remote, right? You think remote control car or a TV remote. A remote is away from the actual thing, like your remote control car. It's out there, it's driving, and you're holding a stationary device. You are away, you are separated, you are across from. If you think about the TV in your living room, your TV is on the far side, you're sitting on the couch, you are away from. And so when you look at the remote interior angles, here's my exterior angle. The remote interior angles are these 2, the 2 that are away from it. Here's the exterior angle, here's the remote. In fact, both of those are the exterior angles and both of those are the remote. Remote just means away from, okay? In each figure located below part A, angle A and B are remote interior angles with respect to BCD. We'll talk about those in a minute. Now, I want you to notice these are not. Okay, this one had lines extended, but this angle is not connected to the triangle itself. So it's not an exterior angle. Notice this one touching the side, however, neither of the sides were extended. So that doesn't count. This side, not extended. That does not make an exterior angle. So let's look at our figures, okay? Now it said the exterior angle BCD, okay? BCD is the remote angle. Angle A and B are the remote interior. Notice A and B are the remote interior. On all of them, they are the remote interior angles. Now, when you look at these diagrams, there's given information all over the place. So I'm going to look at figure 1. I notice figure 1, angle B is 20 degrees. I notice that angle BCD is 56. Notice angle BCD is 56 degrees. So here is my task. I have to find the missing angles. Now, one of the pieces of information that I learned on lesson 9.1.1 is there are how many degrees in a line? Well, there are 180 degrees in a line. If there are 180 degrees in a line, I know that I can subtract what I know, 56 degrees. When I subtract, I get 124. Now, where do I write this information? Do I write it inside the triangle? Sure, you could write it inside the triangle or outside with an arrow. That's acceptable, but I want you to notice angle ACB gets recorded right here. Boop, boop, 124, okay? Now, on to my next task. 124, it's right here. My next task is I am still missing angle A. So angle A is right here. Now, when you have a triangle, we learned in lesson 9.1.2 that there are 180 degrees in a triangle. So I need to subtract what I know. I'm going to take away the 20 degrees in angle B, that's 160, and I'm going to subtract 124 from angle ACB, and I am going to get 6, 3, 0. Angle A is 36 degrees. So notice I am just working through these triangles and lines using two facts. A line has 180 degrees and a triangle has 180 degrees. You subtract what you know to figure out what was missing. Now, I notice there's one more column over here, and this column is angle A plus, angle A plus angle B. Well, 36 plus 20 is 56. Okay? We are looking for a pattern because by going through all this work, we are going to discover a pattern. Now, I would also like you to notice figure 2. We know angle ACB. Notice I went backwards, but it's still the same. I also know angle A is 90 degrees. So to find angle B, you are doing 180 minus what you know, 90 minus 33. That's a terrible 3. To find angle BCD, you are using the line. Here's a line, 180 degrees minus 33. Now, you're not writing down those subtraction. I'm just giving you a hint on how you find it out. This one is a triangle. A triangle has 180 degrees. This is a line, 180 degrees in a line. Subtract what you know, to find out what is missing. Go ahead and pause the video now. Complete figure 2, figure 3, and figure 4. Take your time to practice this skill. All right. Now, you should have arrived at each of your answers for this problem. Now, when you go through the math, you should arrive at these answers. Now, I want you to notice in each of these boxes, I noticed that 90 plus 57 is 147. I noticed that 55 plus 27 is 82. I noticed that 115 plus 21 is 136. And I noticed that each of these are equal. Is that a coincidence? Absolutely not. There are no coincidences in mathematics. It is a mathematical rule. And underneath your table off to the side, I want you to write the exterior angle in a triangle. Here, maybe it'd help if I drew this out. The exterior angle in a triangle is equal to the sum of the two remote interior angles. Okay? You should have this written down somewhere in your notebook. The remote angle is equal to the sum of the two remote interior angles. And you say, why is that helpful? Well, notice the shortcut. Instead of doing 180 minus 136 to get 44, and then subtract again 180 minus 21 minus 44, okay, notice all the steps. What you could do instead is say, oh, I know that 136 take away 21 is 115. Done. Or if you had a different problem, if you knew the two remote interior angles, you could simply say 55 plus 27 equals, let's see, that's 82. Notice the shortcut. And that is the purpose of this, is to simply show you that there are faster ways to do things. You want to know why people get ahead? People get ahead because they figure out a system that is better than everyone else. So let's look at problem 29. Calculate the measure of the angles requested. Each part is a separate problem. So in problem letter A, it says angle 1 is 53. Angle 2 is 71. Find the exterior angle. Notice 53 remote interior angle plus 71 remote interior angle is going to equal the exterior angle. Pause the video to find that value. In problem letter B, if angle 2 is 78 degrees and angle 4 is 127 degrees, find the measure of angle 1. Notice we have to reverse our thinking. If 1 and 2 equals angle 4, then we need to subtract in order to find our missing value. 127 take away 78 will give us that measure. Pause the video. Okay, that is practicing the skill. Now, there are several problems that are going to extend your thinking. Once again, we are dealing with the exact same thought. When you take the two remote interior angles and add them together, it will equal the exterior angle. It is important that you write this as an equation. 3x plus 2x equals 135. You are going to combine like terms. Then you are going to regroup. These are the skills necessary to find the value of x. Each of these are the same pattern. 3x minus 1 plus 21 will equal 167. Problem letter C, the two remote interior angles will equal the exterior angle. Good luck on solving these equations, finding the value of x, which is going to tell you the missing measure. Thank you for coming to lesson 9.1.3. We'll see you next time.